Carlito, come and see the fish we caught today. My mother was a lieder singer. She sang Schubert and Schumann, and we sang the Bach cantatas as a family and that kind of thing. I remember sitting in concerts with my old man, with my dad, and a certain strain, a certain section, a certain segment of the symphony was played, and I could feel him sitting next to me, going, that sort of thing babies do when they cry, and they try to get their breath. And I knew, because my dad didn't really show his emotions very much, and I knew how much it had touched him. And I think that's one of the things that sort of made me curious. Spend your life in helicopters that fly across the sea. Well, I've been upstage before, but not by a helicopter. I still see myself as a kid standing in my living room, with nobody around, directing this stuff, conducting. And that part of me is never dead. Come on, guys. I'm 64 years old, I want to learn something new. Never worked so fucking hard in my life. Holy cow!
Well done. Did you keep the same time going? It seemed to sort of...
No, see,
Yeah.
Where your one is...
Yeah?
They've already
done that.
You gotta... It's like... Whoa,
Yeah.
They follow you.
Yeah.
So it's one. It's like a dream where you're trying to run them, get away from the guy.
Yeah.
And you can't run fast enough.
Yeah.
The students have less than 5 days to learn how to conduct their pieces properly before they must face the judges again when one of them will be eliminated.
It doesn't matter if you make mistakes.
To begin with.
But have any of them got what it takes to be a maestro?
Actually, quite a few of them hadn't really done as much homework as I was expecting.
People think it's so easy, and it's not.
It's pretty alarming for some of them.
They've got all of them, a lot of hard work to do.
Hello.
With so much work to do in so little time, each student is given their very own mentor, all of whom are established professional conductors.
Mwah, did you see it?
I'm so sorry.
Well, how did you feel?
Sweaty. Lost about half my body weight.
I went in there thinking a minute of this stuff. Bum, 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 bum. It should be easy.
Yes.
Because I've learned it so well, as I thought I had.
Yeah.
You go in there and you start doing this and they're nowhere near you.
Hello. I'm so pleased to meet you.
I'm very pleased to meet you too.
I've admired your work for years.
Well, thank you very much indeed. How kind.
Oh, no.
Boy, my hero.
Oh, please.
Oh, please, I say, oh, please. And you speak Spanish?
Hi.
Hello.
¿Qué tal?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien.
I brought you a present before we start. This is a book on conducting.
Oh.
And I'm going to throw it straight in the bin. This is not going to help us at all.
Really?
No.
Don't give up on us. My God, I can't believe it.
They weren't doing what I thought I was communicating, you know?
But they sort of were.
They
sort of were. But it's tough. These waltzes are really tough.
I know.
Did you feel nervous?
I didn't feel nervous at all. I actually felt a little bit too confident, really.
You were clearly musical and in charge of rhythm, so there were fewer problems actually to overcome than many people.
I learned a very good lesson, I think, and that is less is more.
You have to just let go. It's like letting go. It's like
Feel
when
the
you.
force.
That's right. It's like riding a bike for the first time with like stabilisers. You've got to just let go and trust it.
Yeah, I trusted it.
Good.
I split my head open. It's terrible.
When the students do battle on the podium, they may wish to use the conductor's weapon of choice.
I would like to present you.
Oh, how wonderful!
With your own baton.
Oh, dear
so you
man,
can,
absolutely
you can take that.
You like this one, do you? The 20-inch one?
That's right. But that doesn't necessarily mean you should use it.
No. I sort of instinctively go for this shorter, fatter one, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm pleased to hear that. That's one I use.
Oh, do you? This one?
Yeah,
oh, that settles it.
Right, that's it. Let's throw that away.
That settles it.
You don't have to use a baton.
Just look at your grip first of all. What's quite handy is to have a forefinger just pointing down. You can give some extra pressure on that.
Yeah, gotcha.
This is a magic battle.
It is, absolutely.
It's going to make them play
It's
like
going
I
to
want
make
them
all
to
the
play.
difference, absolutely.
Suitably armed, the students start their beginner's guide to conducting. Lesson 1, how to start an orchestra and beat time.
You have to give the one, but you have to start somewhere before you give the one. So you have to give what is called an upbeat.
Mm-hmm. It's all about the upbeat. It's about because has an inevitability about it. It's like if you get a ball or something and you throw it up in the air, it comes down at a certain point, and there. That's yeah. Can you play?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Very clever.
Let's work with tempo. The main requirement of a conductor is to get the tempo and the rhythm right.
Yes.
One is always down, obviously.
Yeah.
The main beat of the bar is always down.
Yeah.
And then 2 is kind of on the same line as the 1 but a bit higher, so they know that 1 and 2 are different.
Yeah.
Otherwise it looks like 1, 2, 1, it all looks the same. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The faster the beat, the smaller the movements need to be. Because you can't do 1, 2, 1. It has to be 1, 2. And you see, I'm only really using that.
We want them to make them go faster. It's encouraging. Just go.
Yeah, that's right. Please play. But it's not going to work.
Sometimes going 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. I think.
Yes.
1, 2.
That's what you do. Watch again, because when you get to the end of 2, you then go up to the top.
You're fatal.
It goes around there.
Yes.
That way.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's
right.
1, 2,
3,
and 4. There's no slithering.
No slithering.
No slithering.
1.
Straight down.
Straight down. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2.
Now. Great. I like the face. You see.
I would organise a plan. Do you read music at all?
No, man, I swear I'm going to come and stop.
No, but you remember the piece, though? So, now you know when it. Do you know how many? You know when it changes.
That's where I get us there. The thing is, I seem to have just typically got the hardest piece because it speeds up. All the rest of them start and stay there.
Fantastic! Stop! It's brilliant. That is so much better. You've grasped that incredibly quickly, actually.
How long would that, under normal circumstances, take you to learn?
Some people never get it. You've already picked it up really well.
So what, we're a day ahead?
Yeah.
So great. We're a day ahead. That means we've got quite a few hours to spare now. In my book, we're well ahead of the game.
The students have an enormous amount of music knowledge to acquire, and some are more confident than others.
What's this?
Yes, but it's it's a bassoon.
It's a bassoon.
Tell me if I go too quick. I do
sometimes
zoom along. All right.
Do you think if I keep on going, yes, that's when the timpani comes in.
Exhausting, challenging, extraordinary, utterly surprising from start to finish.
I feel like completely exhausted, but I know I'm not going to sleep.
I think being an actress in some ways is quite useful, in that you can at least